Hi guys, Chuck here, back in Planet Crafter. Now, if you notice anything different, I have put down another T2 biodome. Um, and I expanded the foundation a little bit, but still, we need to go farther out. We need to get foundation underneath that dome where it just looks kind of weird. Anyway, I used up a lot of the iron I had in there. For that, and the reason I put that other biodome down, oxygen, everything's kind of moving along except for biomass, but everything else is moving. But I wanted the oxygen to move a little faster, and now it is. So now let's look at what's going to unlock soon and see what we want to prioritize here. I'd like the oxygen get up a little higher, but let's see. Let's check out what we got unlocking soon. We obviously got T3 ore extractors at a bit more pressure. Um, Heat, we're going to have a nuclear fusion generator, and those things are really killer. And maybe, I don't know if we'll have that this episode or not. It depends on how fast that heat continues to climb. Then, for oxygen, the next thing is a T2 tree spreader and a water life collector. Now, up here, I just got the bigger exoskeleton. I think I'm going to go ahead and build that. Obviously, we get auto crafters a little farther down and incubators where we can make insects. I mean, you can kind of mess with different types of larvae to get, different types of things like bees and whatnot. That is real nice, that water filter. And then the teleporter, well, that's, to say it's a game changer would kind of be an understatement. You put one in your base, and then you stick other ones at different locations around the map, and you can just teleport there instantly. So you put them next to your ore extractors, teleport there, grab all the ore, and come back. So anyway, right now I want to build this T3 exoskeleton. So let's go see what that entails. Which crafter you build that at. I don't think it's on this one. I think it's at the other one. Okay, I need all of that. 2 osmium uranium rod and a super alloy rod. Which I don't know if I got 8 super alloys. I'm pretty sure I got some uranium rods. Nope. All these. I have 1 uranium rod. I have a bunch of algae sitting here. Get rid of that. Now. Let's check here if I have. Nope. And nope. Now, what did that take? Oh, I need to. That recipe is over here. I need to pin it. Okay, I need a super alloy rod, 2 osmium. So, I'm not even sure. Well, I know where to go to get the osmium. And we put that extractor down at the super alloy cave. Let me drink one of these water. Take another with me. Go grab some food. Alright, we're topped off. We're going to run up here and see if that extractor has produced anything. Oh, and look there. We're going to come back and I'm going to show you something on the way back. I think we're getting some of these vines, and you can climb them. They're like ladders. So you can get up on the top of there. So when the teleporters open up, one of the places that we will put teleporters is in here. So you can just teleport over here, grab what's, and guess what? We got enough there to make a super alloy rod. Now, did I just... went the wrong way getting out of here, didn't I? I got myself all twisted around here. Easy to do in some of these areas. No, I don't want to go back there. We already been there. Although, no, we can't take that warden key. It's already been used, and it is... wow. Can't believe I got myself... okay, there's our extractor. This is the way out. Yeah, I got a little bit of inventory slots left, and I think I should have an oxygen on me, but we're this close to the base. We'll just... well, what the heck? Let's go up here. More zeolite. Now we can use these vines. You just go up there and hit climb, and you go up to the top. So now we have the... let's pop an oxygen bottle. We have a lot more areas on the map that we can explore now, where we can go up on top of places where there's vines that are growing up that direction. It appears it's getting dark. And look what I found. Alright, that's a big deal. I like that. Now, I wonder, can I just go back down? Which vine did I come up? Alright. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago when we just couldn't find enough zeolite. And now we're going to start finding it everywhere. And another chip. Another one of those. And we're right above the base. So we could just drop down and get there. Now from here you can see that waterfall, and that wall there is eventually going to disappear, and it might not be much longer. So yeah, let's just jetpack down here. Alright, that was a profitable little trip there. Let's go ahead and get that made. And now let's go ahead and make the... Oh, I need a couple osmium, and I don't have any on me. Let's decode these chips real quick, and then we'll run and get some osmium. Now, what are we going to get? A T4 GPS satellite. Come on, maybe this will be something better. What is it? What is it? A flare. No. Yeah, those flares come in handy. Sometimes you can drop them in wrecks. Yeah, where you go in there and you've gone down so many corridors you get yourself lost. And there's some really elaborate wrecks once we open up the portal generator, which is really late game gear there. I mean, it's more than just teleporting. It opens up portals where you go to other parts of the planet, and there are wrecks there. And some of those wrecks are just huge with tons of corridors going down, and you get yourself really turned around and lost in there. All right, we got some osmium. Let's head on down. You know, when we're standing on the base, it looks like I've put so much foundation, but yet look how much lake there is left. So there's no way I'm going to cover all that. Yeah, and come down here, you can see some of the stuff that grows underwater once things start improving. Okay. Made it back here. Now I need to make that exoskeleton. All right, now let's see what we have. Yeah, look at, I got an extra 4 slots here for stuff. Now, which agility boost do I have? I have the T3 already. So what's the T3? We can't get any bigger than that right now. I don't think there's anything else over here. Just a T3 jetpack. Let's see what I currently have, which I believe is the T3. So we're good on that. I don't... We have a T5 backpack. And I'm not sure. See what I got. I got the T5. So I think I'm up to date on everything here. Just need to get another drink of water. We got a lot of zeolite we picked up. I am seriously running out of storage space, and I'm still hesitant to build more lockers, but I might just well, I might stick one, like, just start putting random ones around here until we get the other ones unlocked, and then we're going to reorganize everything then anyway. So that's just going to be a miscellaneous locker. Catch-all for zeolite, rocket engines, bacteria, whatever I want to throw in there. And... well, that's just where I was keeping osmium, but I've kind of put everything else there now. All right, now let's see where we are. Okay, if you see any little small glitch there, it's because I had to stop recording and then start back up again. I had to get away for a second. So now we have oxygen moving up, heat is moving, pressure is really moving. Biomass, not so much. Biomass will increase as we get more plants going. Now let's go down here. Let's see. Gas extractor we already got. DNA manipulator we haven't built yet because we don't have all the other things that you use in conjunction with that. So there's really kind of no point. And we have a T2 flower spreader. We don't have the tree spreaders yet. So I could put another flower spreader out there. We might do that if I got enough alloy and fertilizer. Which I don't know if I have enough of that stuff. And it doesn't look like I have any. Well, yes, I do. How many did I need? Let me just grab all those. And those fertilizers. So what did that entail? Now just 2 water bottles, and I can throw another flower spreader out there. We're going to want to get a seed to put in it. And let's get something with a good multiplier. How many of these golden seeds do I have? Those are the best multipliers out there, 600%. But you really want to put them in, I will use that. You want to put those in something a little more powerful to get more bang for your buck. So I just need a couple water bottles and we'll be all good to go. And I think I still, nope. All right. Now let's put a flower spreader. Let's put it out here somewhere. Low power. Oh well. Now let's put that seed in there. Now we need another reactor. Do we have enough uranium rods? No, we don't. I know we don't. So, I think we tore down all the small reactors as well. Don't even have enough uranium to make more rods either. Well, darn it. So, I wonder if I could build a smaller nuke reactor just to take care of our power issue. Or should I go looking for some more uranium? But I would need an awful lot of uranium. Let's, with that in mind, let's check something out though. Okay, well, we need another super alloy rod, 2 iridium rods, and 3 osmium. So we could build another extractor, and we could go ahead and put one in the uranium cave. Now, thinking by the time we do that, I would need a lot of super alloy. We're going to grab, we're going to clear out this extractor down here. We come back and go up and get some more osmium. And then we're going to decide. We could just build a smaller nuke reactor and hope that gets us over the top on the power. I'm tempted to do that. And we don't have quite enough stuff there to... Well, hope we would have gotten enough to make a rod right away. So I could think about getting another reactor put down immediately. But doesn't look like we're going to get that lucky. So let's just dump a lot of this inventory off really quick. I think I'm trying to enter text and no. I'm trying to just... There, I just wanted to open it. I think I was putting the cursor in the wrong spot. And we do have enough alloys to make a rod. I just need to grab an aluminum. Alright, we can make that rod here. Now I need to get 3 osmium. And we can make another extractor. And a couple of iridium rods. Well, alright. Let's run out here and... There's the door. I'm gonna run back up here and grab our... I'm gonna grab about 6 osmium. And... or more. Because it takes 3 to build an extractor. And I think we want multiple extractors. Hope we haven't wiped this area out yet. We can put an extractor in here and we'll get more. And it's beginning to look like I might have to do that. So that's 3 of them there. That's enough for 1 extractor. Well. Now we're going to head up into the zeolite part of the cave and yeah, all of a sudden, no more osmium. So let's get out of here and decide where we want to put this tier 2 extractor. So we put it in the uranium area. That's going to be kind of nice to get us more uranium eventually. But we have no, no osmium. If I put it in here, we'll be able to mine more osmium. I'm getting tongue twisted here. Which eventually will let us build another one down in the uranium cave. So let's yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put an extractor right here. And of course we're going to have to get more. Oops, I put it the wrong way around. I want to put it that way. Well, okay, now we got that. It's going to get us osmium when I get more power going. What I don't know is if we have left any uranium left in that cave down there. I think we might have cleared it all out. So let's see what we need. I'm going to have to unhide the lower tier. So I need a uranium rod, 2 more super alloys. And we can build another reactor. I don't think I've got a rod. Yeah, I can't even. Wow. All right. Well, we got to go find some uranium. Let's make a couple oxygen bottles and venture down there. And let's check our progress up. Well, we can't check those screens. We need power. So. Now, I hope we haven't cleared it out. We'll find out shortly. Yeah, low power. No kidding. Kind of figured that out. Why do you think I'm down here? So, it doesn't look like we have anything left in this cave. Now my flashlight even quit on me. That was weird. It's like, no kidding, you don't have power, buddy. Get your act together. Well, Oh, I came back over here. I didn't really mean to come all the way over here. But I'm thinking if we can find... What's another thing I could do, and it just occurred to me right now, and I'm kind of kicking myself I didn't think of it earlier. For one, oh, I only got 2 oxygen cans left. As we go back to the base, and if we have enough stuff to launch one of those asteroids, now one of those rockets that brings the uranium asteroids, the meteor shower. I mean, collect enough of that to make a rod. I can slap another reactor down. And we'll be all set. Can't even see where these things are falling. Okay, here's the other. I don't have any food on me. We're gonna get some more osmium here. Maybe. All right, let's get out of this cave. Before I kick the bucket. I thought I was heading back home, but I think I got myself turned around going the wrong way. There's home. Alright, we're close enough. Now, if anything happens, at least I won't have far to come to get my gear. If you kick the bucket, you know, you just kind of drop a blue crate. Then you got to go back and retrieve your stuff from the blue crate. Just rather that doesn't happen. It's kind of a pain. Let's stop here and see what we got here. Go ahead and grab all that and get on out of here. Need to get some oxygen. have a strong desire to breathe air. And we made it. Also, a little low on food. Oh, inventory's full. Okay. Eat the one I brought. All right. Let's get rid of this stuff and let's figure out. All right. Get rid of all this stuff here. All right. Now let's check. Yeah, we still can't build that. We probably could put up a couple solar panels until we get power restored. Or we can also look for... Alright, I'd still need a super alloy rod, 2 iridium rods, and 3 osmium. And I'm out of iridium rods. So yeah, we don't have enough stuff to do half of that. So let's look. Let's get a couple iron. Let's get like, let's try to double up on that. Alright. Let me get it from here so it still shows on the display there. Now it needs 2 cobalt, and I've only got 1. So I need a couple more cobalt. Maybe we got some cobalt here. Nope. How about in this one? Alright, we're going to slap a couple more of these panels down, see if that gets us, you know, at least powered back up. And no, it doesn't. We are still short. Well, well. Now I could dismantle one of these smaller drills. I think I'll do that. And let's see. Well, let's grab more stuff. Alright, I dismantled quite a few things here. Thought that would get our power back up and running. The other thing is, I can start dismantling these T3 heaters since we have the T4s built. Let's do that. Oh, that didn't work. Anyway, have to put a door back on there so we can go in there. Well, that gave us a lot more iridium and a lot of other stuff, but it didn't get our power back. So I think we're going to have to look at slapping some more. Let me get some iron, magnesium, and more cobalt. No, actually just magnesium and cobalt. There's a magnesium right there. Inventory's full, of course. Alright. Playing a little damage control here. Anyway, I'm going to sort all this stuff out. And at another point, you're just watching that. So I will be right back in a couple minutes. Alright, I'm back. I sorted those materials out. I put another solar panel down, and we have power restored. So, we're back in business. I can check these out and see what we're getting close to on. So that pressure is close to 800. I wonder if anything unlocks at 800. Let's check that out. Because I'm really kind of getting antsy to unlock those T3s. That might still be a while. The heat, obviously we destroyed all those heaters down there. And I'm not going to build them back. We're just going to focus on the T4s anyway. Because we get a lot more output for the power draw. So our next point is to get a T2 extractor down in the uranium cave. So once again, we need a super alloy rod and 3 osmiums. Now we have the osmium over here. Yeah, we have the osmium, but I just need, obviously we're still lacking. Need more super alloy to get another rod. So I think we're going to venture back down there and try to raid that extractor down there and see if we can get 7 more to put with the one I have here. You can see it's, you know, we've come a long way since the beginning of the game when we were always having to go out and try to find more, you know, things like cobalt and aluminum, all that. And now we got enough of that. So we're going to go over here and eat some food if something is ready. All right. Yeah, 1 oxygen bottle left. I think we're good on that. It's getting dark and I don't want to venture around after dark, but reminds me of when my grandmother was still kicking and she would get really paranoid about people being out after dark. To the point where my mom used to look at her and say, "What, do you think they're going to roll the roads up at night and people can't be out there?" But, she would always say, like, if you were, oh, you better get heading home quick. You want to get home before it gets dark. And I kept telling her they got headlights on cars these days. But I wish there were more of those here, but there aren't. So we could go venture in this wreck and kind of just check it out. Or there was that underground bunker around here somewhere. Yeah, I think we've pretty much cleared this place out, but you never know. If anything, we haven't deconstructed. Well, look at that. I think the last time we came in this wreck, we didn't come down that staircase. So now, I feel like a dummy. I think there's going to be a lot more stuff in here that maybe we haven't found yet. Like, well, there's some food. I can eat that. Now, we definitely need uranium, so if I can find enough pieces for a rod, I'll be... Maybe I did come down here. Oh, there's 2 chips. That is, kind of makes this whole venture worthwhile coming over here. I think we already got that one, yeah. Just went that way. We haven't gone back this way yet, have we? Well, didn't really quite get too much in here, but we got those 2 chips. And those are kind of a big deal. Let's go back up. And now let's see what else we can find in here before we run out of oxygen. Or how much? I got 1 oxygen can, so we can do 1 refill. Yeah, I think we've been in here already. So let's go ahead and dismantle these. Get more of those chips. Whoops, I didn't... Now, look at that. I never noticed that there were these 3 crates back here. We'd better use that oxygen refill. Now, let's get, all the goodies we can here. And let's check that one, Well, guess we can take another rocket motor. So I was kind of hoping for a little more there than just that. And other than that, it looks like we've got whatever we were going to get from here. So let's head on back. Is that this way? Yep. All right. Let's decode those chips and see what we got and see what our strategy is going to be moving forward here. All right, let's... No, we're going over here. Encode the chips first. Explosive. All right. That's kind of a big deal. We're going to build those. And that's going to give us all sorts of new areas to explore. And let's decode the other one. It's speed increase for the vehicle. All right. That's a couple things we're going to want to build. Now, let's see where we are on this. So when that gets to 1,000, that's going to be basically one PA. And then we got to get to 13 PA to get the T3 ore extractor. Nuclear fusion reactor at 750 heat. We're at 404. So that's going to be the next thing we really look at. And we're going to be at trees before too long. And then after that's breathable atmosphere. So we're going to be along our way to getting the trade rockets. So next time out here, we're going to build those explosives. And we're going to go start blowing junk up and opening some new areas to explore. But for now, we're going to call it a day. So if you've enjoyed this video or found it at all helpful, then just leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.